Ever feel like your tiny courtyard is more of an afterthought than a retreat? You're not alone. Space might be tight, but big inspiration often grows in the smallest corners. A few clever changes can turn even a postage stamp patio into your favorite escape. Why settle for drab concrete and forgotten planters? With a spark of creativity, you can add color, comfort, and even a dash of whimsy. From bold art walls to secret garden touches, these small courtyard ideas are proof that good things really do come in small packages. Suspended macrame planters add instant charm to a small courtyard. Hang them at different heights and fill with trailing vines like pothos or string of hearts. This approach draws the eye upward, creating a sense of space. Plus, it keeps precious floor area clear for seating or movement. Maintenance is refreshingly simple. Watering can be handled with a small watering can or spray bottle. The only hiccup? Some vines grow fast and need occasional trimming. Still, the overall effect is magical, almost like your own secret garden right above your head. Imagine stepping onto a mosaic pebble pathway, each stone cool beneath your feet. The path twists gently between clusters of thyme, chives, and basil. Solar fairy lights twinkle overhead, making even a tiny courtyard feel magical at dusk. This layout turns overlooked corners into enchanting, functional spaces. Creating a pebble path is simple, but it requires some patience. Outline your route with rope, dig a shallow trench, and press in colorful stones. Plant herbs close to the edge for easy picking. Solar lights need just a sunny spot during the day. No wires, no fuss, just pure evening charm. Fitting a fold-down bistro table with matching chairs in a small courtyard makes sense. This setup saves precious floor space while still offering a spot for coffee or a quick chat. When not needed, simply fold everything flat. Even a narrow courtyard can feel open and clutter-free with this trick. However, keep in mind that cheaper fold-down furniture might not last through harsh weather. Invest in quality and occasionally oil the hinges to prevent squeaking. With the right pick, your courtyard becomes both practical and inviting. No need to sacrifice style for function. Who says small spaces can't be clever? Geometric wall-mounted succulent frames bring vibrant structure to small courtyards. Instead of cluttering floors with pots, you create living art that climbs vertically. Imagine hexagons or diamonds bursting with texture, each plant a brushstroke. This approach amplifies greenery without eating up precious space. Maintenance stays light. Succulents thrive with little fuss. Of course, not every wall handles weight equally. Check your surface before installing. Use lightweight frames and proper anchors for safety. Mixing shapes and species adds visual rhythm. Want more pop? Play with colored frames or varied leaf tones. This is art you can prune, rearrange, or grow. No gallery ticket needed. Stashing your gardening tools or extra cushions under a built-in bench is clever. Why trip over clutter when you can have both comfort and convenience? A well-cushioned seat turns a cramped courtyard into a snug nook. Rain or shine, everything stays dry and tidy beneath, ready for impromptu gatherings. Yet, some benches may feel cramped if not measured right. Sketch the layout first, or use cardboard boxes to map your sitting area. No regrets later. Opt for water-resistant materials. And remember, a splash of color on those cushions makes the whole space feel inviting, not just functional. Imagine a calm gravel patch in your courtyard, framed by smooth stones and a simple bamboo spout trickling water. This setup whispers tranquility. It's easy to maintain. No thirsty grass, no fussy flowers. Just rake the gravel for instant order and let the gentle water sound hush your mind. Some might say this look feels sparse or a bit chilly, but that's the point. The bare essentials invite you to pause, breathe, and enjoy the quiet. You could add one sculptural plant or a lantern. Don't overdo it. Here, less truly is more. Stringing a cluster of hanging lanterns filled with Edison bulbs can instantly shift a small courtyard from plain to enchanting. The warm vintage glow creates a cozy, inviting space for evening gatherings. It's simple. Just suspend the lanterns at different heights for interest and plug them in. Want to step up the charm? Go for bulbs with adjustable dimmers. This lets you set the mood, whether it's a lively chat or quiet reflection. Don't forget, Edison bulbs look beautiful, but aren't always bright enough for tasks. You may need extra lighting for anything detailed. Imagine a compact raised vegetable bed framed by lush lavender and thyme. These fragrant herbs repel pests and attract pollinators, helping your crops thrive. The scent lingers as you brush past, making gardening a sensory treat. Even limited space bursts with color, texture, and practical benefits. Adding lavender and thyme isn't just pretty. These herbs require little water, making upkeep simple. You'll enjoy fresh cuttings for the kitchen and natural air freshener outdoors. However, be mindful. Lavender needs good drainage, and thyme sprawls if unchecked. Choose smaller varieties and trim regularly for a tidy, productive oasis. Reflective mirror panels can make a tiny courtyard seem twice as large. Mounting mirrors on a wall bounces light and greenery back into the space, tricking the eye. Even a single large panel behind potted plants can mimic a lush garden. This approach works well for shaded or awkward corners. However, mirrors need regular cleaning to look their best. Water spots and dust ruin the illusion. Choose shatter-resistant panels for safety, especially if kids play nearby. Also, consider glare and privacy before installing. A well-placed mirror can change the mood of your courtyard, turning cramped into charming. Why settle for plain walls when a painted mural can instantly add personality to a small courtyard? Abstract botanical shapes break away from old-fashioned florals, offering a modern spark. Use bold greens, blues, or even metallics. Think of it as artwork that doesn't need frames or dusting. A mural brings depth and energy without taking up precious floor space. However, not every hand can pull off crisp lines or balanced color. If you're unsure, map out your design first or opt for a local muralist. The result? A slice of visual drama that delights every guest. Stacking garden shelves vertically can breathe new life into a tight courtyard, letting you pack in more green than you thought possible. Herbs, trailing vines, even small flowering plants thrive when given their own shelf. No patch of ground? No problem. Walls or fences become your planting space. Of course, watering can be tricky with multiple tiers. Choose self-watering pots or add a drip system to avoid the daily chore. Regularly rotate sun-loving varieties to the top shelf. A little planning means you get more green, less mess, and a courtyard that feels like a mini rainforest. Imagine gathering around a small fire bowl in your courtyard, sparks dancing as laughter fills the air. Cushioned floor poofs bring everyone down to earth, creating a relaxed, informal vibe. This setup encourages conversation, making even the tiniest space feel cozy and inviting. Who says luxury needs square footage? Maintenance is a breeze. Just store the poofs when rain threatens. Fire bowls come in many sizes, so even a postage stamp patio can handle one. However, some cities restrict open flames. Check local rules first. Still, adding that gentle glow creates warmth and makes your courtyard a social magnet. Imagine a tiled fountain bubbling gently against an ivy-covered wall. The soothing sound masks city noise, offering a peaceful hideaway. Even in a compact space, the combination of greenery and water creates a calming effect. Want low maintenance? Select hardy ivy and a recirculating pump to keep things simple. This setup isn't just about looks. The gentle water flow attracts birds and cools the air on hot days. Some may worry about mosquitoes, but adding a small filter or occasional cleaning solves that. Why settle for silence when you can have a little symphony right outside your door? A trellis draped in climbing roses can create a cozy escape, even in the tiniest courtyard. The scent of blooms and the gentle tangle of branches offer privacy and charm. Add fairy lights and you've got instant evening magic, perfect for quiet conversations or your morning coffee spot. However, roses demand a bit of care. They appreciate regular pruning and good sunlight. The payoff? A lush wall of color all season. Stringing up fairy lights is simple, but choose waterproof ones for less hassle. This simple setup turns a dull corner into a scene straight out of a storybook. Who says a courtyard needs sprawling lawns? A foldable hammock, strung diagonally, instantly turns a tight space into a relaxation spot. It's easy to put up and just as simple to pack away. This means your nook can switch from lazy lounge to open patio in seconds. Hammocks encourage you to pause and soak up a quiet moment. However, they may not be ideal for everyone. Some find getting in and out a bit tricky. If you're game, though, nothing beats swaying gently with a book or simply cloud watching in peace. Oversized potted olive trees bring drama and lushness to even the tiniest courtyard. They thrive in containers and offer sculptural beauty year-round. Paired with mosaic stools in earthy blues and sun-baked reds, the space gains instant Mediterranean character. Think relaxed lunches and long chats under dappled shade. However, olive trees need well-draining soil and occasional pruning to avoid outgrowing their pots. Mosaic stools look stunning, but cheap versions can chip or fade. Choose pieces with weather-resistant materials. Every courtyard deserves a little taste of grease, but it pays to invest in quality for lasting charm. A mini greenhouse cabinet works wonders for small courtyards craving both function and style. These cabinets protect fragile seedlings from sudden weather shifts and curious pets. Why settle for plastic trays when a glass-fronted cabinet can turn your plant collection into a living exhibit? Even tight spaces can host rare orchids or carnivorous wonders. Setting up is simple. Choose a spot with decent sunshine, grab a humidity tray, and add shelves for height. Regularly misting and rotating plants keeps them healthy. Just remember, cabinets heat up quickly on sunny days. Crack the door or use a small fan to stop your prized seedlings from frying. Layering an outdoor rug over stone pavers instantly adds comfort and color, creating a cozy atmosphere that echoes an indoor living room. This simple trick softens hard surfaces and defines your seating area. Choose weather-resistant rugs. They're easy to clean, and they'll survive rain and sun with minimal fuss. Worried about wind? Use furniture to anchor the rug or opt for rug grippers. While some may argue rugs can trap moisture, selecting quick-dry options avoids this. Don't underestimate the power of pattern. A bold design distracts from any uneven stones and makes the space feel intentional. Small courtyards often lack pizzazz, but a miniature sculpture garden with quirky hand-painted garden gnomes adds instant character. These playful figures invite laughter and spark conversation. Grouping them near potted plants or along winding pebbled paths creates a cheerful scene, making even cramped spaces feel lively and personal. Don't fret if you have a black thumb. Gnomes don't wilt, and their bright colors can cheer up even the shadiest corners. Rotate their positions with the seasons, or let kids help repaint them for a personal touch. Just avoid going overboard, too many, and your courtyard may look more like a yard sale. Small courtyard ideas like these prove you don't need acres to create magic. With a few clever touches, think fold-down tables or a splash of mural color, any outdoor corner can become an inviting retreat. Why settle for ordinary when creativity thrives in compact spaces? Start by choosing one idea that speaks to you. Mix in a vertical garden or a cozy bench. Experiment, tweak, and enjoy the process. Your small courtyard might be little, but its charm and comfort can be larger than life. Ready to roll up your sleeves? Small patio ideas, patio decorating ideas, backyard patio designs, garden decor ideas, small garden layout ideas.